Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. A strong running. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice game. But Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, When he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. Last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this will be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Tannehill. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on a catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. He gets this one to Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Will air this one out for Kirk. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but there, first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, no, man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Flush to his right. That caught by Manhurts. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
So a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And anytime we see Devin White making a play like that, the first thing we think of is his speed. The second, his versatility. The only player in the NFL in 2020 with 100 tackles and 9 sacks.
On second down, Williams pushes past him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Mario, 30! Crunch time, defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here we go with Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
Oh, my
goodness. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so, and Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face at your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it, and that's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tannehill's throw here, taken in by Knox. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Boyd, 27 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill. He's going to have the hook up the shorts. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The Raiders is going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Javonte Williams
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off play action, Tannehill.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
He's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. What a catch there by Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Watson, off play action. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tavares Moore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 20. And